All right. So
All
we
right.
got some more drama here in this hearsay from what Janae says. Uh, we got some Dallas, Houston. We might no, not Houston. Dallas Cowboys. Uh, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
That's okay.
Dallas Cowboys is having some drama, and I don't like it, but we're gonna talk about it. And that's right. So Janae says that there's some Dallas family drama with Dak, CD, and Micah. And they're quite a family, and we have a lot to say what's yeah. So CD's mom saying Dak isn't it. That's what she said. Mike's brother saying Dak needs to take a team friendly deal or leave. And then Dak's brother saying he wants him to leave to the team. Fans don't respect Dak. Well, you know what? There's a lot to say here. I mean, I saw Dak after the game. He looked defeated going into that tunnel. I remember that I saw that as a walkout, like when you're coming out of, going to the club when you were young and having that walkout of the next
Yes.
day.
Oh
It's
yeah.
that kind of shape of walk. So I mean, there's a
The
lot
walk of
going.
shame. You're saying Dak was on a walk of
I mean,
shame.
I saw that
Oh,
tunnel
man.
walk. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I saw that there was a little bit going on there, and there has been some talk and some rumors with the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of fans having their eye on him. He's been with them, a little bit behind Romo. Let's not forget him, and followed into that. So, do we give him another year to season out, or is he out of it? What do you think, Delilah? I'm going to go to this one for you.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. That doesn't make any sense. Just
Hmm.
honestly, in realistic sense, whatever people's ideas are about Dak, it doesn't make sense to me to not let him at least finish his contract. I think he's on his last year. Also, a lot of these guys are on their last years. He's 30
Hmm.
years old. There just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel, and I was talking about this before the show. Dak is a good quarterback. Take him or leave him. To me, I don't think he's had the right coaches. I'll be honest. I don't think coaches played to his strong suit and would make him do things that maybe he wasn't well suited. And I feel like they could have made him a better game manager. And there's nothing wrong with being a game manager. Game managers win Super Bowls. We've seen it. So I think that that's really was a problem. I also just felt like the plays that McCarthy does are awful. I don't think the plays he calls make
Hmm.
sense for the Dallas offense. I I think he still has a job because he's just finishing out his contract. I know we're going back to the coaches, but Dallas is not renewing it. They're just letting him finish out the season. He hasn't been offered an extension. And so I feel like that's really what it is, more
Hmm.
so than just Dak. But when there's family drama, like you said, you got CD's family coming in, and you got Micah saying, "Oh, maybe you should leave," and then Dak's brother going, "Well, if the Dallas fans are, that creates problems." Now that's where the tension comes from more than anything. I feel that if
Mm.
Dak is traded or leaves, it has to do more with this because when there's contention amongst the team and a team doesn't want to follow you, that's the problem.
Mhm.
That's where the team isn't gelling anymore. And that's where I can see the issue of why maybe Dak won't be around. Not because Dallas doesn't need him, but because if your team is not coalescing around you, that could create some problem.
Absolutely.
You
Don't us Saints know that? So
know?
gonna be in the same boat here, pretty much, Janae. Absolutely, yeah. And CD Lamb, he still has quite a lot to say. I mean, he just got there as one of their new rookies, and he's been producing and putting out. That's another Kirk cut. That was good. Hey, he could get over this hump. I did see he was right behind there in some of the Purdy stats for some of them. at least in the top 10. So he's still a contender for the MVP as well. So I don't know, Kate, what do you have to say?
I agree with a lot of the comments of Dak can't get over the playoff hump. If you've ever seen the meme of the reel for Dallas, it's like season begins, they start winning, they get excited, the playoffs come, oh, they choke. And I don't think Dak is it. I don't. I really don't. And I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be like, I just think it's time to look at moving on from him. He's kind of like, hasn't proven himself. I don't even know if a new coach would help. Look at Russell Wilson, went to a different organization, thought that Sean Payton couldn't even coach Russell Wilson. But anyway, I think it's maybe time to move on a little bit. But I know they're paying him a mighty bag. But that mighty bag is, what is it doing for them? I mean, maybe let McCarthy have his last year with him and see if a new coach. But if that new coach can't get him cooking within a year, because I guarantee you Jim Harbaugh is going to get Herbert cooking within a year and they'll get in the playoffs and make maybe a run, because I know how Harbaugh is. If they can't get a quarterback's coach in there to get him cooking, to get them past that playoff hump, they will only give him 1 year post McCarthy and they'll move on from him. Because why pay a man that much money if you cannot win Super Bowls and you cannot win playoff games and you can't make it to, they haven't been in the Super Bowl since I was like in high school and around there. It's been a long time. And those Dallas fans are getting mighty impatient. I mean, there's some memes that have moved them as America's team, and now the Lions are the America's team. So, I mean, at some point, you got to say, how much more of this are we going to endure? And how much more of this are we going to take? So, I think they give them 1 year with a coach that's not McCarthy. And if they're not doing something, they'll be moving him on. Because they're paying so much money. Too much money.
Well, there's a lot of comments going on here with the Dallas Cowboys. Let me tell you, if there's anything, we got some remarks. That's for sure. I mean, who is their owner? Johnny? No.
Jerry Jones. The answer is Jerry Jones.
So it might be a trickling river of that. Is it coming down?
He
need to have fun with his team again.
You're right.
We need to get Dolly Parton in there.
He's very Cowboy.
You are right, Nicole. You're making a good observation. He controls everything.
I saw someone say it in the comments there. So many that you guys are hitting them up with the laughs. I see there with America's team. So we got some more drama still. That is not over until it's done.